Wonderful exercise. I'm very grateful to Koichi Tohai and his teachers for having taught me this technique. I used it in the Zendo in my 20s. You may be aware that young people have a lot of difficulty with non-conceptual awareness. It's kind of uncomfortable, seems to get easier as you get older. However, deep breathing helps for us youngsters, or for youngsters that enter insight meditation practices or zazen practices to comfort us. The deep breathing anesthetizes our discomfort to some extent, and we can just increase the breath a little bit. It's not recommended. We want a natural breathing, but it's a nice way to enter non-conceptual awareness. We can talk about the value of non-conceptual awareness. It's very, very valuable, a great enrichment in our lives, much better outcomes in psychotherapy if you are meditating. No doubt about it. This particular practice also, it speaks to the healing process in the meditation hall. In other words, what we do deliberately occurs automatically in the meditation hall. Once you break down the neurosis, the complex, you're able to work more consciously. The conceptions support the practice of becoming present and reorganizing the worldview. That's a construct. We sort of dream it into reality. The self-concepts and all the values in that system begin to shift and move. And of course, you're learning new things and you're creating new memories. So, very quickly, we get into it by simple affirmations. Oxygen calms the body, so I expel fully that I may inhale deeply. Agitation interrupts being present. Mindful of breathing, I remain present. Regrets are reflections to the past, so my breath anchors me to the present. Worries are projections to the future, and again my breath fastens me to the presence. Emotional wounds can leave us physically aching. I am the witness of my sensory experience. So these simple affirmations pretty much they're a call and response practice. They pretty much get us to the point. You don't need that much instruction. These simple affirmations organize the mind. You know where you're going. And we breathe. For how long? Well, as long as you'd like. That's how long. I use some wood for clappers. I will clap on the expulsion and clap on the inhalation. So I first start with an expulsion. I fill up. So this was a demonstration of mindful exposure to the large breath. I believe what is important in this tape, in this instruction, is that you get the idea of the value of breathing. Know why you're doing it. What is it about bringing your attention here that is so good for you? And also, you'll need to practice a little bit. You can do it quietly. If you're in the Zendo, for example, or in a meditation hall, you can just quietly increase the size of your breath and take the breath out of your stomach, out of the lungs, get a better expulsion, and you can do it quite quietly. As you may know, general instruction is not to control the breath. This is a controlled breath exercise. However, I want to alert you that the idea that we have control is actually in its own way illusory. So we find that the breath helps. And again, I did it as a young man in the Zendo. I would use the Misogi breathing technique during the Zazen sessions, sort of quietly, so that it was not noticed. And then I would stop and allow myself to become then present to the moment. In other words, I would stop the controlling of the breath, but when I needed it, I would do it again. What is important, of course, is letting go and becoming present. This is indeed mental health. It gets us out of the way. We get out of our own way. What gets in our way? Conceptions, ideas, images. The memory of our emotional wound continues to deliver the construct into awareness, and we end up sort of in another reality other than this one. This world existence has many challenges. However, the emotional wound is an additional challenge. So we come here, we relinquish, we let go of, we devalue, we shift away from the conceptions as driven by the emotional wound to come into the present moment. Practice. However, you may well know that non-conceptual awareness is not in itself a practice. The practicing is an idea. So we're letting go of ideas. So we practice a non-practice. We're getting to letting go, letting the breath be the breath and not you. For example, breathing. The idea that you breathe is actually a schemata. It's a schema provided by nature. Nature is always what is actually happening. And it is impersonal. The breath is breathing, the heart is pumping. It itself, the whole system is operative, resulting in the idea of you. However, this idea of you is actually just part of the natural process, a process that is always whole. It's not divisible. The idea of you is a division. That idea occurs in the unity of all things, and not to get too far out for you. Wonderful to have this time with you, and I'm going to now do another one, a mindfulness-based anxiety reductions approach to meditation, which is basically consistent with Zazen and insight meditation, Vipassana, and of course the Advaita Vedanta. Much love.